friends, and welcome to review lesson 205, still under the theme of I'm not a body, I am free, I am as love created me. And I hope you're starting to realize that you're not limited, and just that lovely expansive nature that is really yours to explore and to play with. We're going to take a holy moment, allowing ourselves to become present and to be with our breath, which is one of the most beautiful ways of coming right into the here and the now. So if it's available to you, we're going to breathe in and out through the nose, just with a beautiful circular breath, breathing in, breathing out, no pauses in between. And let's rub our hands vigorously together, warm them up. And then take those warm hands onto your holy heart. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask that love would lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth, that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. And we release these words, and so we let it be. So today's lesson 205 is a review of lesson 185, which is I want the peace of God. The peace of God is everything I want. And we could even pause there and say a yes. The peace of God is my one goal. And pause there and say a yes. The aim of all my living here, the end I seek, my purpose and my function and my life, while I abide where I am not at home. So what they're referring to is being in the density of a body. So for our time here, we're in the density of a body. So it's sort of seen as not our true home. Our true home is when we're completely emerged and immersed in love, when we're out of the body. That said, we can get pretty close to the love and the spirit that we are when we're in a body. We can know that peace whilst we're in a body, if we say yes to it. And if we, can acknowledge that it is what we really want. And, I know I can affirm that it's something I really want because I've spent my life seeking and searching. And ultimately, no matter what direction I take, I'm always looking for peace and the qualities of peace, which are joy. Joy emerges from peace. If you don't have peace, it's impossible to have joy. When you have joy, you're knowing peace inside in you. So it's really a matter of saying, is this what I really want? Is this why I'm here? Is this what I'm looking for? And I've said to you before, I always had this sort of fear that peace was going to be really boring. And I'm sure there is a sort of a peace where you're in this very Zen space all the time. I haven't got there. I haven't attained that. But I do know I have so much peace in my life, as life does its thing. And it's always going to do its up and down thing. But within that, there is peace. And from that peace, a joy bubbles up. And yeah, sure, I would love sometimes if it bubbled up more often. But it bubbles up often enough to know that the work I'm doing is worthwhile. And I'm going to make an assumption that it's the same for you as you move through the course and you move through the review lessons, and you're getting that lovely sort of stamping in and deep affirmation of what you're doing, that it's, it is changing your life, because it's at nothing, or we're at nothing if we're doing these practices and nothing is actually changing within our lives. If our relationships aren't getting better, if our movement literally through our days isn't easier, And that's not to say that we won't have days where we feel stuck or we forget, or we even just want to presence our anger or our upset, because it's never about bypassing. That's the one thing as well that I'm always at pains to say, is that, you know what, you can even allow space for your anger and be at peace with the fact that you get angry or you get upset. And that's a sort of miraculous place to get to as well, where you can have this allowance of being human without it ultimately disturbing the peace that you are. So we're going to drop in and be with this lesson. You know, I'm choosing peace. I want peace. Check in. Is that a full-bodied yes for you? And if it isn't, if for any reason you're not feeling that full-bodied yes, just look at, am I willing to open the door to more peace in my life? Is that willingness there inside in me? And I would imagine there is definitely a bit of willingness inside in you, even if there isn't a full-bodied yes. So we're going to go into meditation. We're going to play that beautiful piece of music, and we're just going to rest into this and get still and choose peace. And if you wanted, even you could haven perhaps and just repeat the word peace. I want the peace of God. I want peace. I choose peace. I choose love. I choose peace. I choose peace. I choose peace.